Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the fabulous Bendigo East Bowling Club. We're here for day 3 of Champions Week, Victorian State Championships. My name is Josh Thornton, and I am one of your commentators this morning. And alongside me, I think for the very first time,
correct,
James Snorkel Pearce from the Deer Park Bowls Club. Welcome, James.
Good morning, Josh. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Our live stream match this morning is Robbie Mitchell and Ian Brimblecombe representing the Ovens and Murray Bowls region, and they are playing Ryan Kearns and Michael Stevenson representing the Northern Gateway Bowls region. So, first day of pairs. We've obviously got 16 men's teams playing this morning. We'll be able to bring you all the scores from this particular green, as we can see all the scoreboards here. We also have ladies state pairs starting and the back greens as well too. And for anybody that's interested in those scores, we have live scoring going on in all those games out in those back greens. So you can get onto the Bowls link and check them out there. Cracking day, Snorkel.
Yeah, excellent morning in Bendigo. Terrific.
Should be good. Probably seen a team where maybe one person we don't know a lot about. In Robbie Mitchell, I know a bit about him, but me and you talking earlier, Snorkel, is that you've probably never come across him before. Playing alongside Ian Brimblecombe is always probably figuring in State Champions Week and something. And
yeah, you see Ian around the traps a lot, Vic Opens, that sort of stuff, yep. And Champs Week and Region Side. So,
and the two Essendon boys, Michael and Ryan. Well, I only first laid my eyes on them about a month ago at the Vic Open, and didn't they have a great Vic Open, winning the triples?
Yeah. They probably come to prominence in the last year or so, I guess.
Yep. Scottish boys. They had their Scottish home club join us nearly every live stream they were on last year, and they were putting up on the big screen in the Scottish club there and watching them all play. So,
wow, that's terrific support.
Yep. Yeah, so for those watching at home, our pairs is 2 and walk. The leads will play their 2 bowls, the skippers will play their 2, the leads will play their final 2, and the skippers then play their final 2. 15 ends, dead ends to be replayed, and these greens are running absolutely fantastic here at Bendigo East. They should be running, I would say, around 15 seconds this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Good shot here.
Good started by the Northern Gateway pair.
Yeah, they're right on it.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us. Give us a comment, give us a question. We'll give you a shout out if we can. But just stay tuned. I said we should have some really great bowls today. Nice reply there from Ian Brimblecombe.
Nice weight.
So Ian is using those white Aero Optimas. His lead, Robbie Mitchell, is using black Green Master Premiers. Ryan Kearns, who's leading for the Northern Gateway team, is using that, I'd say, blacky yellow Speckly Dreamline XG. And Michael Stevens is using the Aqua Dreamline XG.
Just going to find the gap, maybe. Nope. 2 goodies.
I still stay here. You go with it.
Now, you win anything this week at Champions Week, James? Because you normally figure prominently yourself.
Not this week. I'm here as a supporter for Sarah Roger, my partner.
Yep.
So she's in a few events. So up here as manager, coach, supporter.
Is she playing pairs right now?
Boy, she is. She's out in the back green. Or behind us.
Yep.
So they're playing the Geelong girls.
There's been a few comments here this morning about my camera hugging scenario yesterday, Snorkel. Supposedly I kept getting my body in the way of the camera yesterday afternoon.
Well, I was watching it live, so I didn't notice. It was a terrific game of bowls, that was, down to the last end.
Yeah, so thank you for everyone who's congratulated me this morning, and it's a bloody honour to win a state title, as you would know, James, and it's hard work, and to win it with your 3 club mates is a bloody good effort, I reckon. So
it's a tremendous effort, and you're looking very fresh this morning. I heard there was going to be 400 beers, but there wasn't quite that many. I don't think you look very good.
I crashed around 10:30, mate. I was knackered. Probably a lot of people don't realise that I played 8 out of the last 9 days. I had City Country last weekend. I went into Disability State Championships Tuesday through Friday, and the 4s the last 2 days. So let's just say I was done last night.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It takes a lot out of you mentally too.
Yep.
Playing finals, big finals. Yeah, it's not easy.
But I did cop it from Jimmy and Tony, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You'd think Ryan and Michael here, the way the head's shaping up, if they get a little jack movement, it'd be really nice for them at this stage.
And they've played good weight at the head so far too, giving yourself every chance. Trail the jack.
Speed's all right again. This hand yesterday was a little sticky. Again, every day's a bit different, but it doesn't turn as nowhere near as much as the other side.
No, it's a little drifty. I think if you get out a bit wider with the wind, it seems to hang out, but then when the weight comes off, it really rips in. The other sand seemed to be a kinder hand, but most people preferred the commentary side.
Personally, I did like the wider side. I just thought it was the kinder hand, as you said, and you knew the bowl was getting down.
Yeah, it was more consistent turn.
Yep. What do you reckon the Ian Brimblecombe white bowl's the shot bowl? Yeah, he put his finger up then.
Yeah,
yep.
Looks to be.
Yep.
I don't think it changes the shot for him.
No.
He's still trying to touch the jack. Any movement's huge.
And you were a part of the premiership winning Deer Park side this year, Snorkel?
Yeah, I was. Very, very fortunate at Deer Park. Mark Casey's been able to create a terrific side and environment and managed to get the flag this year, so that was very good.
And you're all set up for state pennant now?
Yeah, well, it's 2 weeks away, champion state pennant. So looking forward to that.
Should be great. That's actually being played at one of our partners of this event, Melbourne Bowling Club, who is one of our live streaming partners.
Very close.
Michael. Ooh.
Great effort.
So yeah, shout out to Melbourne Bowling Club, who is hosting the state pennant and our live streaming partner. And also a big shout out to the Greater City of Bendigo, who are our major host partner of this particular State Champions Week. Geez, Michael was close then, wasn't he?
What was he? Just didn't quite get down. But 3, excellent looks at it.
Ian's awfully close here.
Yeah, he's going to finish in a good spot. Yeah, very good. He might be looking to pop the bowl through the hole here.
Well, that's an option, and they've still got the same chances if they get the jack that hand as well too.
Yeah. He's just had 3 good goes at it on the forehand though. Having a good discussion about it. See what he comes up with.
See which way he's lining up here. Backhand.
Backhand.
Yeah.
Playing the weighted shot.
It's coming now. It's coming now.
It's probably worked too hard.
Oh.
Great effort. I don't think they expected it to turn that much. He liked it halfway. Very good first end of bowls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight out of the blocks.
It's probably indicative of the greens and how good they are. As I said, whilst we said there might be a bit of a holdy hand, it's still very good pace. And it's
that was super critical to say it was a holdy hand. It's, yeah. You can't get better greens than Bendigo and Victoria.
I'd say Murray Downs, mate.
I don't travel up that far, so I wouldn't know this is about us. And of course, Moama. But Bendigo's true. That's why it's here, Bendigo.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. You usually always find pretty good greens in the Bendigo area. So he ain't got enough weight to count? No, it doesn't look like it. 1.
One of the Ovens and Murray pair. But I like the way the Gateway boys have started. It was a positive start. Bowls in the head, chances to make a number.
So on this green next door we have the Ballard Highlands match playing Goulburn Murray. I said we'll give you scores throughout the morning. Next ring across is Metro West versus Geelong Bowls region, which is your region.
Yep.
Metro West. We have the next rink. We have Gippsland versus Wimmera, West Coast versus Strzelecki, and Sandbelt versus Bendigo Campaspe Goldfield. So once a couple ends are played, we'll give you some score rates across the green. And I said, for those curious at home, wondering about all the rest of the rinks that we can't see at the back, there is live scoring going on in both those greens. You just got to get onto the bowls link and check out the live scoring in the state pairs component of the area.
Yeah, there's a lot of action down here this morning. A lot of games going on, so if you're in the area, pop down.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have today off. Get that Anzac Day long weekend going.
Yeah, it's usually some people try and get real smart with that, don't they? Snorkel and just take the extra day and end up with a 4-day weekend.
Well, that's what I did. Yeah.
He likes this one, doesn't he?
Pretty close. Yeah, it's a good bowl. Now at the track.
Touching on your region, Snorkel, your region side's been picked yet?
They have, yeah.
Yeah, so I assume you got a game?
Yeah, snuck in.
Are you skipping your rink?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
There was, there's a lot of good players to choose from. Probably very fortunate to skip. I've got Dave McKinnon playing 3, Chris Ball 2, and Ben Lachlan leading. So that's a very strong rink as far as I'm concerned. I'm very privileged to skip that rink for sure.
Very good rink.
And the other two, we've got a very strong side this year. Pidge and Ryan Tate skipping the other 2 rinks.
Yep.
So all the boys have committed to it, so that's good.
Good.
It's, not always the case as region sides, but this year we got a good crew trialling and managed to pick a good side, and that was a good shot.
We played you guys last year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, at Echuca.
Echuca, that's
Yeah.
right.
That was a ding-dong battle, that one.
It was. We played directly against each other.
Yeah, we did, actually. Michael's awfully close here.
He is.
He's playing that nice little swing weight
He
that'll get
is.
a bit... Oh,
A bit stiff.
wow.
Bit of each there, and
Yeah,
nothing, but he's in a great home.
Yeah.
Just matches that ball on the back end. It's a very good shot.
Yeah.
Which is the call.
He's just draw another one, isn't he?
He's going to draw it, yeah.
Might make Michael play quicker now.
He might have to play more weight.
Because even if he gets the one of Ryan's on the line out of the way, it gives him a free hit, and then
That's
doesn't
right.
it?
He can plan it through the head too, so there's plenty of options there. But the way he played his first, he doesn't have to play a lot more than that.
Yeah.
None of the call is bigger. Doesn't mess about on the mat. Just lined it up.
That's not going to get down, that one.
I just had a bit of a roll last night. I found that weight was hard to play. You know, whether go big or draw.
Yep.
That medium sort of pace
Yeah, it's a fair call. Actually, you're probably right.
was sort of tricky to find the track. But he keeps his ball alive, so it's always helpful.
So Robbie Mitchell plays at the Benalla Bowling Club. He doesn't play a lot of bowls these days, but what I was telling you earlier, Snorkel, was that back when he was much younger and playing a lot, he actually used to trial for the state and things like that. He was a very good bowler. So not surprising to see him and Ian actually partner up. They've actually done this before in the pairs and make it here to
Looked
Bendigo.
like a pretty consistent pairing.
Morning, Choco. The head's fine. I had a few drinks, just the right amount. And morning, Steve. He's giving you the snorkel in the comments there.
G'day, Steve.
Close.
Played this well.
Got it through. Oh,
Not a lot's changed.
No,
after that.
I actually thought when he hit that outside wide, it was going to get through the jack.
Yeah, just sort of jammed in there. Trying to tuck it behind.
Robbie's the greenkeeper at the Bendigo Bowls Club.
Just needs to hurry a little. Yeah, track was awesome.
Cheers, Sean. Yes, I did get in the way, supposedly. I must have had an out-of-body experience because I don't remember doing it.
When you're on the rink, you're that focused on what you have to do. Sometimes you forget the cameras are there.
Well, it's funny enough, I was telling all their guys to stand on the line outside the centre line, so that way I knew the cameras were up. But as soon as the ball come down, I just must have kept standing in the middle watching it come down and didn't even realise.
That's what you preach.
Yeah, I know. Pathetic. I was.
No, but it is hard. Like, it's a big moment, and you're that focused on what you got to do, and you get in the way of the camera every now and then, and so be it. Like, you had to play a game of bowls. Obviously, people want to watch what you're doing, but sometimes you get in the road. Got to be excused for that. Similar type shot, or on the backhand by the look of it.
Interesting. I still thought the shot might have been the other side still.
Same bowl, but right. The chances under that bowl, I guess, on the backhand.
Under the short ball
Under
through.
the short bowl, yeah, for Jack. It's one of those ones for Ian, you don't want to make it any easier for your opposition. Like, they've got a couple. There's room, but you don't want to sort of stick one out jack high or anything like that.
No. I think he was looking, I reckon the way he was looking, he was angling for a back bowl.
Yeah, he looks like he's splitting that group up there. You have a chance for the short ball on the line through the jack and probably covers that, splits them up nice.
I still think the better shot personally is the forehand side based on the fact that it's, in my opinion, the truer hand. It'll get that guaranteed swing.
Yeah, there's two chances on the forehand, where in the backhand there's not a lot for wide unless you get a bit of luck off the wide one.
Yep. But they've only played one end on here, so they're probably still trying to work out what it's doing, and they might be able to execute it anyway. Snorkel.
Let's try that backhand. It's just not going to get down, but it's not about home.
Is that nearly 3 seconds? It's 2 for sure. Oh, sorry, 2/3. Maybe 3.
3/3.
Yeah.
Could be. Ian will just be trying to get to that last green bowl.
Yep.
His track's good. Just on the outside of him, but it's a good home. Nothing's really changed here, so coming down to have a talk about the shot again. They might be thinking about going bigger at those two bowls, like you suggested. They might have a few thirds now.
Well, I can't go any more down based on the way the head's situated.
Any jack movement's not terrible for them.
They got one way down the back as well, if it happens to get a bowl through the jack.
I think that's the easier shot, the more weight. Controlled weight.
It's got to hang now.
Yeah, it's that in between weight. It does turn a lot.
Yeah. It's another 2. Score is 3-0. We've played 2 ends.
Something in the start for both sides. Bad chances, and they'd both be quite happy with the way they're going.
Right, we'll start giving you some scores from across the green as the last of the second end's finished here. On the far rink, Sandbelt 1 versus Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 1 after 2. Next, Strzelecki 2, West Coast 0 after 1. They must have had a dead end already. Gippsland 1 playing Wimmera 1 after 2 ends.
Big start from Geelong.
Yeah, that's 7-0 after 3, is that right? I did see it there half a second ago. I know it was 6 after 2. I think it's 7.
Yep.
7-0 after 3, Geelong over Metro West. And next door, we're just waiting. They're just writing the score down. Ballarat Highlands has won both ends, so it's 2-0 after 2.
Two ripped down on that hand. That's come a long way back. 2 good ones.
You'll notice, see the little white mark on the bowl on the inside of it? Snorkel?
Yeah, you can see that.
It's been re-stamped. That's how old the bowls are.
I think it need to be. It's a black Premier. It's probably a 16 or something like that stamp.
Very good, pal.
It's going to come to a good home. Interesting if he decides to attack early with this up on the forehand or try and build the head.
I think it's a backhand shot for both teams. If I was Ian, I'd be trying to get the jack first and turn around the corner and take the shot away.
Between the two blue is very good. It's not far away.
Morning, Vivian. Good question. Who's playing for BCG? In the men's pairs, it is Mick Humphries and Mark Quaw from Mathaura. And the ladies' pairs, which we can't see and we can't give any scores, but they are doing live scoring on that green, is Cassandra Miller and Olivia Cartwright playing for
Excellent
BCG.
shot, yeah.
Yeah, great bowl, Michael Stevenson.
Turn the green in there.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Played very good weight.
I reckon he'd be just trying to get underneath Ryan's bowl. You can get to the back bowl. It's probably the ultimate.
Anywhere past is probably really good for them now.
He might get to his own bowl.
It's turning a lot late there.
Wow.
That's a big turn. He's going to finish in a good spot here.
Very good.
It's a very good home.
Yeah, chances there if they get a bit of jack movement down the line.
Try and get to those bowls there on the forehand. Want to overplay the refraction, but it's all good.
Probably still better to overplay it, snorkel,
Exactly,
and then drop short.
Want to be a metre or two through than a foot short, really.
Yep.
And they needed something past.
I've played a lot against Dean over the years, and he doesn't mind giving the bowler a chance. So, Robbie's just going to miss high.
Excellent effort. They're building a nice head here. There's a lot of danger for the Essendon boys with jack movement. Just might have pinched his line of fraction.
Nuisance factor?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the old, the bad good bowl.
He's finished right on the trail line. It is turning a lot. He probably could get around it, but it makes it a much harder shot. Could try and get a roll out of the green.
Yeah, you could probably swing it over and get into that funnel and
Yeah.
bit of movement. Probably have to play firmer, which might expose it a bit further out of the head, but gets the right weight. You never know. He's opting for that backhand perfect shot.
Yeah. He gets...
Another one in that little area.
Yeah, there's a lot there. You'd have to play the perfect shot in the backhand to get jack movement around that bowl.
Yeah, from our camera angle, I say it's nearly, not impossible, but very hard to get it the 1 yard, 2 feet they needed to make them all
low
count.
percentage.
And Michael's trying to get in here and cut a few out.
He's come into a good home. He's played it very well.
That splits a few of them
That
anyway.
splits up 5 of them. I think that forehand shot's an easier shot now.
Yep. That's what he's asking him to do.
Now he's up there and had a look at it. Yep. I'd love to be able to hear what they're saying a bit better.
Well, I reckon it's going to be reasonably firm. There you go.
Well, if you're 2 down, yeah, there's...
It doesn't matter if you get it right back.
No.
You're probably still only going to go 2 down at worst. Could kill. If you peel one of your own out, that's not going to matter because you got 3 seconds anyway. In the right country.
Yeah, he's just got to hurry a little on that track.
Well, it's definitely 2 now
Yeah,
if it
it's
wasn't
4
already.
in. I would have liked to have seen him play that shot earlier. You get the bowl off the line, it would have given him a chance with another bowl.
Correct.
And now he doesn't have that option.
Good call, Snorkel. That's why we brought to the table with the commentary today.
I guess he's wary of touching the jack himself now.
He's saying draw forehand underneath.
Can back himself, maybe.
Morning, Haley. I like the idea of just the... Oh, they declared it.
Well, I think you
could have tried to play wide, deliberately go wide, and
early on in these games, though, it's important to get on the board.
yeah,
You don't want to give the shot away or do anything silly. You find yourself, instead of 3-2 down, you find yourself, 5-0 down or something like that. It's a big difference. You get on the board. It's a safe play. I don't mind that. Shows they're thinking about it. It's not hard to be a foot quick and touch a jack or something on this green.
that Metro West Geelong game's changed very quickly.
6-6 now, so it wasn't 7-0.
So they must have killed it, did they?
6-2 now. Metro West must have picked up a 6.
Yeah.
Because it was
6-0 after 2.
6-0 after 2, now it's 6-6 after 3. He's well out here. Very good opening ball. Just lost his weight. He's hit that line well again. 2 good bowls.
Yeah,
Very
great
good.
bowls, Robbie
Very good.
Mitchell. It's a very Scottish delivery, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It reminds me of Paul Foster's delivery.
Yeah, the left side of the body is just sort of limp.
Yeah.
It's a very good shot here, though.
Yeah, brilliant. No, I called him, when I was down the Vic Open, I called him Mini Paul Foster. It seemed to me like nearly the spitting image of a delivery.
It's a good get, actually.
Obviously, Paul's about 2 foot taller.
Both get close to the jack, though. He's just popped it out there.
It's interesting that the English British Isles players tend to have that hand hanging to the side, a few of them, and
Yeah, they do.
in Australia it's sort of a big no-no, isn't it?
It is. We try and be pretty technically correct here, you find in the greens. But sometimes there's no wrong or right way to do it.
No. I think my theory's always been, Snorkel, that if you're doing the same thing every time, there's your consistency component.
It is,
you know?
yeah.
Unless there's something you're doing where you're dropping the bowl or creating a wobble.
Yeah, if you get it out on the running surface every time,
Yep.
it's the main thing. Play good weight. It's sticky out there. Those guys up there too, they play a lot on the indoor and outside, so they go from 17, 18 second greens to 10 second greens, and it works for them on both.
Yeah, definitely does.
Just surprising, but it's not going to get down to the bowl, I don't think.
This was the hand yesterday that probably caused a few people some dramas, particularly back end. If you, as I said, yeah, manage to push it a little wide,
Yeah, with any weight.
it just never come in.
Yeah.
Morning, Ches.
With the pace of the green, though, you're probably scared to pinch the line a
Well,
fraction because you just...
And that's what it did. If you did pinch it, it'd actually go across, and that was the hard thing about it.
Greenmasters are taking a nice track here.
He's nearly, I was going to say, he's nearly going to split
Cleared
the
that.
gap,
He
wasn't
was
he?
right on top of it, but still a good bowl. I need a close bowl here.
Yeah, I agree, Paul. Definitely worse things than being compared to Paul Foster, that's for sure. Ryan's played that tighter line.
He has, yeah.
He's got his own to come up.
He can get to those... Nearly get to the jack under that bowl.
Well, it's new ball game again.
Yeah, it is. He's kicked it out. It's much better.
Probably a bit over a yard to draw a shot now.
It's just never as easy as it looks.
No.
You say yard, but the green's running quite slick, so... On his last turn, if it rips around that bowl, he's going to be close. He's played a terrific bowl. His bowls are probably taking the best line on that hand.
It's a fantastic bowl.
Yeah.
Depending on who's got second shot might dictate what type of shot he plays. If
Yeah.
they've already got second, he might be a bit more attacking, but if they don't, he might look just to try and cut it back and get a good close second first up.
You don't want to play weight twice and miss and then give Ian the opportunity to draw a couple.
For the draw first up.
He's got a good track.
It's all on his speed now. Jeez, it's a fair bowl.
It's a good attempt. That's a very good bowl.
Because you can attack now. You're kind of protected as well, aren't you?
Absolutely. The bowl's hidden. He can play weight under that short wing bowl. Probably forces Ian to cover that now as well. He might just opt to get right back, sort of under the number between the tee. Oh.
Interesting.
He's got to sort of hang around. Hasn't really changed anything.
No, if he fell back the other way, you could nearly argue it might have been, you know, in the line of that shot
Yeah.
bowl, but I still think there's angles there now to get at it. There's probably even it's hard for us to tell, we're going off the camera at the moment, there's probably even a gap between the shot bowl and the jack, which means he could actually peel the bowl out
It looks
clean.
to be yeah. Had a few chances at these little weighted shots early. Boost his confidence if he can get it. Yeah,
Wide.
there's weight on that hand again.
Yep.
Nothing's really changed for him other than the fact that he doesn't have to cover anymore.
You're just probably trying to work out where he gets another one, but I think the safest option is trying to draw around the...
You take the wide line.
Yep. Get to jack high and play good weight.
Yeah. Play good weight, you're not going to give the shot away. Just back yourself in. He's played the tight line. We'll get one out of it.
To Robbie Mitchell and Ian Brimblecombe. Score is now 4-2.
Very good bowl from Robbie Mitchell.
Yes.
Held the jack out on that hand, open jack. Gets to it first. Very important.
Anything tactically you've noticed so far, Snorkel?
Not really. They're not really doing anything different with the mat that we can see. Probably a bit early. They're probably trying to feel each other out a bit. Like you're not sure what length is going to work for you yet. So, and neither side's in any trouble.
No.
So there's no need to change anything just yet. Sometimes you can sort of meander through a game for 10 ends before you realise, you know, I should have gone short, or I should have gone long, I should have done something different. You just don't want to change the length and then drop a number. Very good start again. His first bowl's been very good.
Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting one because at the same time, if you're not proactive enough, you might have left it too late, as you know, and everybody has a different thought. It's either nothing ventured, nothing gained too, some scenarios. And
well, that's right. Sometimes you can come in with a game plan.
Yep.
And, but you haven't played these guys. These guys wouldn't have played each other before.
You wouldn't have thought so.
So there's no preconceived ideas about what length you should play. So you play to your strength, I think. Particularly for your leads, you play to the length that you think you can get close. You put the pressure on early. The pressure of playing in a state championship too, like, that's why I say you can go on for 10 ends playing the same length, is just, you don't want to make an unforced error.
Yep.
You don't want to, you know, give them a free kick or anything. So while it's tight, you're happy with that. He's on the way in here.
Very close.
Just slipped past, but very good. Just not quite nailing the line there.
They've I noticed this morning, Snorkel, they've moved the rinks about half a rink from yesterday.
Yep.
So Aaron Tompkins, the greenkeeper here, fantastic greenkeeper. He's obviously making sure the green gets even play and looking after as best they can, because there's a fair bit of bowls been played on it the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's looking very even. You can't tell any difference between any of the lines. There's no wear marks or anything like that. Coverage is excellent.
I reckon late yesterday you could see a bit of shininess towards the ditch.
Yep. But that'll happen.
Actually, we'll give you a score update on this screen. I said if you want any other men's pairs matches that were not on this screen and or the ladies pairs matches, go to Bowls Link. But on this screen, on the far rink 1, we have Sandbelt playing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. They are 2-all after 4. The next rink is West Coast playing Strzelecki from memory. I can't see that score. I'm just trying to peer around the corner. Strzelecki is 7-0 after 3. Gippsland and Wimmera. Wimmera are currently leading 4-2 after 4. Geelong is leading Metro West 7-6 after 4. And on the rink next door, Bendigo Highlands is 3 playing Goulburn Murray 1 after 4.
That's tightened up across the greens, across all the rinks.
There's only one real margin scores, Strzelecki one on rink 2. Robbie's probably just a fraction quick there. No harm though.
No. It's the backest. Getting a lot of love in the comments there, Josh.
Yeah, it's 29 years
That your first state title?
in Victoria.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won one in Queensland.
Yeah.
Funny enough, with 2 other Victorians in the same fours rink as well. But
There is a few Victorians up north.
yeah, I think it was 2008. I won with Nigel Smith, who was a Bowls Australia president and my mentor. He was
Yep.
from where I'm from originally. He'd moved up there. Neville Jenkins, a former Ballarat bowler, and myself, and Calvin Kirko was our skip.
Nice.
Yeah, so
He back in his prime back then?
probably just, yeah, well, it was 2 years after he played and won gold at the Com
Yeah,
Games.
absolutely.
So, yeah, so, but to finally win one in my own state, I'd won a disability one and I won a junior one. I hadn't won an open one yet, so.
That's terrific.
Probably Mitchell played a good correction then, didn't he?
He did.
And just happy for the 3 guys I play with, you know. They play up at Murray Downs. They probably don't play a lot out of their own area, and it's great to see what it meant for them, you know. So it was fantastic to see.
You probably don't get the recognition up there that you do in the Metro Pennant and that sort of stuff. So to come down and win an event like this, a state championship against the best of the state's got to offer, it's a tremendous achievement.
Well, you played last weekend in the City Country, and you know how tight that was with the men. You know, it was 3 tests to 2 in favour of the country, and it sort of just shows that, you know, one would argue that the country competitions may not have the depth that Metropolitan Premier has and Division 1 has potentially, but it's they still have the quality good bowlers, don't they? You know that.
Yeah, they're probably just a bit spread out more.
Yep.
That's all it is. And then when you get a City Country, you're combining them together, and they combine so well. Something I found in City Country is that City guys, maybe because we play each other against each other a lot, we're always combative. Whereas the country boys seem to have that thing where they get together and they really want to stick it to the City boys, and they've got this common goal.
Yep.
Where, I'm not sure if the City have got that.
It's a different culture, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Mike will be looking for a good bowler because they're 3 or 4, 5 down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say 5 down.
Yes.
It's the right shot.
He's hung on the back there with his last, so that's a positive. He doesn't want to make the target any wider. If we can get the back edge of the white and pop the jack across, that would be huge.
Yeah. Even if you trailed it 6 inches and changed your shot, you might have a couple less, but you make it harder for him to get shot.
They're all
There's
there.
probably less gaps now. He's just got to play tighter line. He's half a sniff.
There's plenty of chances tight. You've
Yep.
got a wall of bowls to come off tight. You just can't be wide.
Getting back to the win yesterday, I'm not trying to make it about that, but the 3 boys didn't realise that by winning, they now get to go to Perth.
Yeah, Nationals are in Perth, so that's a huge trip.
I'm not sure. My lead, the president of our club, I'm not sure. I don't think he likes flying. That's what I got told anyway. So,
That's a decent flight over there.
yep. You played in Perth before?
I haven't, no. That'd be exciting to go to Perth. It's not the traditional home of Nationals, like it's been
No,
sort of Gold Coast and
We've had one in Melbourne, haven't we? I think we've had
they
a
won
couple
at
in
Dandenong,
Merimbula.
got called off, I think, with the COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, Merimbula. I played in that one in the 4s.
That's the one where you guys got, was it silver or bronze? I can't remember.
We played off for the bronze.
Yep.
We just missed out, but he's in the zone.
Definitely tighter. Something chances.
Off that wall there. Yeah, he's played it well.
Oh, brilliant ball.
It's a good save.
He might have even got shot.
That weight gave him a chance to come off that wall and hang around, and yep, they're saying he's got one, so
What a bowl.
that's a huge bowl in the context of the game.
Absolutely.
You're going to have ends where you need to save, and he's done it well. I'm sure a lot of people would have just trundled up and smashed the head, but he played the shot that I think he felt he could get and got a good result. So
Yeah, if he misses that, it's a huge in the whole context of this game.
Yep. That was the shot they talked about, though. They talked about using that wall. So there was no luck involved in that at all.
No, definitely not. Morning, Barry. Yeah, the Creswick boys are 3-1 up after 4 ends at this stage on the next door. We'll continue to provide everyone a score update on this screen, and anybody wants scores from the back greens, you need to go into a bowls link, and we've got the live scoring going on. Our little intern / work experience boy, Oscar Jones, is out there doing the live scoring for us today. Snorkel.
He loves it, Aussie.
He could eat a bowl.
Oh, he's a good kid. Terrific family.
Great family. Probably Robbie's loosest leads bowl for a little while. He's been fantastic otherwise.
A good weight too.
Greetings from Kisna, South Africa.
We'll pay that, Josh, yeah.
Kisna. I'll go with that. I'll back myself as a bit of a pronunciator from countries and try and guess the cities and the towns.
That same weight, he's going to be good. Just a bit shy of it. Sometimes it can be a bit deflating. You play a really good end and you get nothing for it, and then you've got to go out again and try and get close again, and it just doesn't quite happen.
Just trying to get the pronunciation of that town. I've Googled.
Yeah. Kinsner?
Yeah. Not really giving it to me at the moment. Oh, there we go. Pronounced Nizna. So the K is silent. Or Nizna.
Eisner.
Nizna.
Nisner.
Well, thank you, Andrew, for joining us this morning all the way from South Africa. Twins score, lads. Well, I assume the Twins are the two Lawrence boys. That's my little stab in the dark.
Yeah.
And
7-6 they were.
Yeah,
up.
they are 7-6 up. Actually, thinking about it, well, I've seen them around yesterday. They probably do look pretty similar. So they.
Oh, they're just a little stiff on that ring over there. Ian's put down a good bowl in the meantime, and it's a good follow up here.
Michael get to that bowl and flop in.
Yeah, it's a good shot. They got it all surrounded. Ian's just got to match that last bowl. It's coming to a good spot.
Charlie Sanders said the two boys from Queenscliff are meant to be identical, but they're not anymore.
What does that mean? They were once originally identical, but they're not now.
Grown apart.
Just a different style, hairstyle or something. Well, they can both play bowls.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I've
the,
seen some of the heads they've had over there.
Yeah, it's the main thing.
Interesting dynamics. Brothers. I don't know whether you noticed during the week we had Henry and Charlie Boswood win the under-18 state pairs.
Yeah.
Charlie, the younger of the two by 2 years, skipped the rig.
Right.
I thought, well, that's an interesting power move.
It is, yeah.
And you're reasonably friendly with the ball boys.
I am, yeah. They play all right together. Chris doesn't play with Gary as well as Nelson does. Nelson's a bit more chill. Maybe Chris and Gary are too mature alike, so...
I reckon Chris, he's on the stream. He was earlier at the very least.
He's just checking in on my handiwork in the commentary, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think he's in any danger of
He's
getting,
worried about his spot, is he? You reckon,
there's no
Snorkel?
danger of that.
I think he's joined us at some stage this week. I felt like I heard that. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure if he could get the time off work to come up. But I know he'd love to do it if he was able to. See what sort of weight he plays. It's good concentration just to step back if something's in your eye.
Do you notice people behind the head moving when you play?
I don't personally know.
No, I don't either.
I don't. I'm pretty focused on the mat, like not a lot sort of. He's
close here.
Get down.
Well, again, there's that hand that doesn't move much. It's not any worse.
They're all in good spots. There's a chance there to play the nicer weighted shot if he wants to, but you're a chance to flick the bowl off with that weight, no jack, and
stay here, wide's good. That was a foot short, yeah. I want to trail it, no?
gets down to his own. It's pretty good.
Again, it's doing that late,
little bit of a
late
wobble.
not movement. I like that shot that they played. I'd be going it again.
I think so. You're a chance to get the bowl off clean with that weight. Jack movement's okay. They're very, very considered with their shot selection. They're talking a lot about the shots, making sure that they're playing shots that they think they can get. And see, nothing's really changed from the last bowl.
No. Morning, Barbara, one of our regulars, one of our best regulars in terms of joining us on the stream. Pretty sure Barbara, if my memory is correct, is from Tarrant Point.
See Barbara come up in the comments a lot.
Yep, loves it, which is great.
Probably only second to Sarah Roger, really.
I heard she did an amazing job on the streaming
I'm
yesterday.
sure she did. She loves to talk, so.
That was that softer weight, which
Yeah, I think
makes
firmer,
it harder.
Firmer's better. Jack right back's okay. There's no danger if you lose one of your bowls, really.
If anything, he got the outside edge of it. He could actually come across and get to that too.
He could.
Yeah.
There's a chance for both. It's another little tricky one for Ian. You don't want to make it any easier. You don't want to stick something jack high.
No, I mean, if you get to the line and count, that's a really good bowl, but it's a very hard shot at the same time.
Nice positive shot here, I think. Got to get on the mark. Nothing's changed from the previous bowl.
He's saying get to, well, watching their body language, he's kind of saying, I'll get to the black bowl and flop in.
Maybe the white bowl's not as close as we think it is.
Again, we can't see the actual head. We're just using the cameras at the moment.
He's out there.
I'm not convinced it'll come back.
He would have nearly got back far enough. Ian's played a good bowl here. Terrific bowl. Good ad there from Ian Brimblecombe in the last end.
So what happened? I missed it.
He just added with his last drew to within a foot. So counted. Played good weight. Two, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just getting some, I guess life advice or something there. They reckon my cough's annoying, so I got given a lozenge.
I thought you were doing a good job of just turning down the
Well, that's
mic
what,
there, but
what I was doing, but Brad, the technician, reckons he's still picking it up on your mic. I've had this lingering, I don't know what it is.
just since last night about 5 o'clock.
No. It's
no?
been there nearly all week. Anyway, you just push through it, snorkel.
That's it.
Score updates across the green. Next door we have Ballarat Highlands Team 5 versus Goldmurray's Team 1 after 5 ends. The Geelong team has got out to a lead again. Snorkel. They're back to 6 in front. 12-6 over 7 over Metro West.
There must have been another couple of big scores there.
They're not doing things in halves over there, are they?
No, 'cause it was 7-6 on about 5, and now it's out to 12. So.
Can't see the Gippsland Wimmera score.
It looks like 8-3
to Gippsland.
Yeah.
And that's after 6 ends. West Coast and Shrewsbury. West Coast is now 5, so they're on the board. Shrewsbury's 9 after 6 ends.
Yeah, it was about 8-0, so.
They've done well there. It was,
Yeah.
I remember seeing 7-0.
They've come back into the game well.
And Sandbelt versus BCG. That's Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. 3-all after 6. Morning, Candy Kane. Hope you're well, buddy. Back in Kerrang. And morning, Rose. Wouldn't say I'm sick, Rose. I'm just got a lingering cough.
He's just dusty. That's all it is.
Definitely not dusty. No, I didn't do enough to be dusty, I don't believe. I was running out of batting partners too, Snorkel.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You'd outlast them all.
Of course.
Jimmy and Tony, they're pretty soft. So
They
you
are
wouldn't
very
have gone
soft.
far with them.
No, mate.
No.
Well, one drinks craft beer for starters, so that says it all.
That'd be Jimmy, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Tony's a Saints supporter, so he's over the moon.
You want a Carlton supporter?
Ah, well, we shouldn't mention the footy then.
No. Unimpressive. Ryan got a good start at this end.
Yeah, he did.
And got one behind.
A little bit of a loose-ish head to start with.
As someone who skips at Deer Park, are you happy with the one-on-one behind theory as a lead? Or you back him into try and nail two?
Like with his first bowl, the way where it is, like you have to be past.
Yeah.
There's no point being 2 foot short or. I think you just got to. You're trying to build ahead as a lead. You don't necessarily need shot. You don't need to be one-on-one behind. I don't think you're just trying to build ahead. But there are times when you can't be short of the jack.
Always said that the second has a license to reach, particularly if the lead's on.
Well, as a second, you can play 3 feet with every bowl, holding down, just as Ian's done here. Hasn't lost his bowl, so that's all right.
There's been another 3 on that end between Metro West and Geelong, so it's now back to 12-9.
Playing cricket over there, the boys.
It was one of the Vic Open games we were live streaming, and the score next door was like it was a cricket score.
He's just opened it up a fraction.
Yeah.
It's going to look inviting on the map.
It's one of those good bad bowls. Morning, Di. So how many events is Sarah in this week? You said the pairs.
2, yeah. She's got the triples at the end of the week as well.
Who's she playing that with?
She's playing with Laurel Tebbett and Christine Vella. So Christine, she's playing the pairs with as well this morning. So they're back up for the triples later in the week.
I didn't think I was moaning at him, but anyway, I... Robbie looking to arrive. Is he going to hang on long enough?
He's just going to slip past. He played excellent weight for that shot. And it's come to a good home.
Ryan be looking to play, I reckon, 18 inches, 2 feet of weight. Try and change the head up himself.
Oh yeah, if he can trail it himself, just behind the white, behind the green, that's
coming
ideal.
now.
If he turns that past the jack to that bowl,
coming now.
Very good.
No,
yeah,
that changes.
That
better.
flop changed it a lot.
Yeah, Ian's call. Don't mess around.
They sort of haven't got a real close bowl, the Evans and Murray guys. So playing weight, you miss. You could find yourself a few down pretty quickly.
Robbie, as I said, was known for his drive back in the day.
He's just missed. They can draw another one.
Again, try and change the head again.
I think it's pretty good now. I wouldn't be trying to change it. I think if you can count just past.
Was he trying to get the line up of where the full contact is?
Looks like it. Just trying to get the angles. I think if you try and change it again, you risk opening the head up again. It's closed down the way it is. If you can get a roll out of the green onto the jack, that's probably the only way you make it better. You get the jack past those two sort of black and yellow bowls.
Might have got a chip at his bowl there, Robbie.
Well, they are that old, so. Played with premiers back in the day.
Did ya?
They were a good bowl. Yeah.
Never used a green marshal in my life.
Probably my favourite bowl to use.
Yeah, but you're Dreamline now, aren't you?
I am now, yeah.
No, it's not. It's
turned
swoop
a lot.
two.
Yeah.
That is the turning hand.
It is. His weight wasn't too bad. He was probably only a foot short of Jack higher, but he hasn't made it any bigger. So that's probably the main thing. Personally, I probably would have liked to see him come on the forehand and just drift past and count. You don't make it any bigger. Let's see what Ian's got here.
He'll be definitely arriving. He's playing backhand. Robbie's standing right in front of the camera, so that's why we can't see it. It's probably even better again for the Northern Gateway boys.
Yeah, it's tightened it up a lot.
About time you move, Robbie. I can't talk. I'm a hypocrite, supposedly.
Try and see what they're thinking. What Ian's going to play.
Thinking if he's inside his last. Well, sorry, Ryan's last. It's going to count. As long as you don't get too close to it, you're still leaving the holes there. They're kind of split in the back, which means they're all right in that regards.
I don't think Ian will play big again unless this gets sort of frames it, because there's a chance to play just a nice shot on the backhand. He's come down well here. Hurries a little.
Get to the bowl.
That's a very good bowl. If that stays fat, that's very good. And it flops. And it's probably forced Ian's hand now. He's going to play weight at that.
Yeah.
Whereas before, he probably wasn't.
If it's sat up, he was probably not going to play.
Yeah. But they're holding the three, and they haven't probably been in a position when they've held numbers yet. Probably under.
Tight.
Yeah.
Chance for another here.
Well, we can turn the green onto the jacker roll. He could make 5.
We could bring the wing
6.
bowl out here.
Yeah.
And maybe the one behind it too.
Yeah. It's the green onto the jack with 2 rolls. Would be huge.
As long as he plays speed, that it's still going to count whether he doesn't get it.
Yeah. He's probably got a yard to count, so
Should come from there.
he's played the nice high line if he's got draw weight. He is. He's played it well. Well played to the Gateway boys.
4 or 5?
4. 4's the call. There's a couple of good ads there.
Scores now 7-6 in favour of the Northern Gateway pairing. And we've played 7 ends. No dead ends yet. Dead ends to be replayed for those watching at home.
We haven't really seen big weight from either. Like Ian hasn't played big weight. Probably weight enough to kill, but nothing.
Robbie's one was probably firmer, the one that missed.
Yeah, Robbie's the only one who's played the big weight.
And I'm not convinced the 2 Northern Gateway boys play huge weight anyway.
No, I think we've seen what they're going to play. They play that nice controlled weight into the head to stay around.
Alright, score update across the green. Sandbelt 3, Bendigo, Campaspe Goldfields 3 after 6. Shrewsbury 9, West Coast 5 after 6. Gippsland 8, Wimmera 3 after 6. Geelong 12, Metro West 9 after 8. And Ballarat Highlands 5, Goulburn Murray 1 after 5.
Handy start. He switched over. I might have missed that earlier, but he's onto that wider hand now. He did start on the back end. It's okay. Needs to probably add a metre of weight. He'll come. Overcorrected a little bit. It's a good bowl. That's the track.
Yep. All in the speed now, which I think he's just a little shy.
Be a touch slower going back to the club.
Yesterday it was quicker.
Really?
Yeah, the wind was more coming from that way.
Yep.
And if you had any of a tail breeze, it was definitely coming from this end.
Yeah, good shot.
Best one so far?
That's a good correction.
Yep.
He kept that same line and added his weight. Done a good track here too, Ian.
And that's the swingy side. It gets down nicely.
That's a great shot. Front toucher.
Probably force Ryan over to the forehand now himself.
I think so. Positive draw.
Yeah, he got chances of getting the bowl, getting the jack.
Jack through the hole. It's very good. Bowl fat, equally as good. It's got a very relaxed delivery.
Yes.
It's very smooth.
Coming now.
Yeah. This looks really good. He's just going to miss the jack. It's a great attempt. Put that ball on a great home too.
Can hear the breeze come through the special effects mic.
There's a little bit.
It's a little bit. It's not much. It doesn't
No.
actually look like it's very windy, does it?
No, there's hardly a tree. There's hardly a leaf moving. Gets down to this bowl. This is huge. That's a terrific bowl.
Yeah. Doesn't change Ryan's shot though. Something similar to his last.
Very similar. Any jack movement's great. The only difference is the bowl is probably not as good now, but same bowl as your last. He's out there again.
Yeah, the good line. It'll come
Here he
now.
comes. Played this well.
You nearly get to the jack.
Wow,
Oh.
that's an excellent effort. That's two excellent bowls. It's so stiff to go through that hole.
Where are we?
I think we'll see a backhand shot now, trying to get to those three bowls, perhaps. Do like his line. Probably just overcooked the weight, if anything.
Yeah, no, I was getting back to those three where he wanted to. He just, 2 feet too quick?
That's all it was. Still a good ball. Still a great home. His confidence will be up after the last end. Can afford to arrive. He's awful close. This is, what a shot this is. The jack didn't jam with those bowls.
What a bowl. Probably marginally quick in terms of the overall
Yeah.
schemes of things, but still a great bowl. They're no
Played
longer
that.
2 down now.
Played that tighter line with
Yep.
a bit more weight, but gives himself a chance. Sort of got one bowl in there, but I'm not sure if you can get to it, but I'm sure Ian will draw inside that. Just got to hang around. He's not there.
Oh, what, 4 feet to draw a shot?
Yeah,
Have they signalled who's got shot here? Snorkel?
I think it's one of the black bowl I
Yeah.
would suggest, but we've only got the camera angles here. We can't actually see the head. He may have quite a few seconds, but I don't think he can get back to the bowl, and it would still leave Ian a lot of room even if he did get it. So
Yeah, it wouldn't be the shot I'd play.
No.
If you're looking for a win and you needed the number, maybe, but...
it's a good attempt. Just
Oh,
not sure.
it's hard to tell.
I think Ian will be looking just to say, well, if I beat that, I'm the shot for sure. His track's pretty good.
It's quick.
It's only just if it is. Yep.
Again, I'm just peeking out the front here to see what it is. It looks like the blue bowl is the shot from this angle, but I'm not. It's never convincing from where we're sitting. Morning, Kieran. Is Mickey Coram up? Mickey Coram is currently 9-5 up.
What was the front green was a shot?
Yeah, there you go. Morning, Ray. The Geelong boys are currently 12-11 up after 9. E.g. the Queenscliff boys. Morning, Terry. Can't hear them talking. Would be nice they put on CC. So I'm sure you talk about closed captioning. That's a personal choice. You can do closed captioning on your own settings, but we're definitely talking.
We are very close to the rink too, so it sounds like we're whispering. We probably are. Like it's literally like, you know, we're on the next rink.
I've never let that worry me, Snorkel.
Oh, well.
That's maybe me being a bit obnoxious.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
One thing we know for sure, this green will quicken up as the day goes too, Snorkel. Definitely quicken up yesterday.
It's pretty slick around
yeah.
4 o'clock, that sort of time. It seemed to drop a little bit off, well, once people finish bowls. But
we had the juniors here play in the state champs last week, and the greens were fantastic then. And then when we get to our finals time, because we had so many bloody juniors this year, which is a good problem to have.
yeah,
they'd have to play in that sort of dwindling light scenario, and the pace would come off it very quickly then as well.
yeah, it's surprising how quick the pace does come off on these TIFFs.
Morning, Jeff Briggs. Yes, you are correct. It's a nice, beautiful Bendigo morning. I'm not going to call it God's country. I think there's other places.
Places a bit further north.
Yeah, of course. Anywhere along the Murray is great from my perspective. And fantastic venue and fantastic town of Bendigo. In the greater city of Bendigo, great supporters of this event. How's Robbie going with his second?
He's pretty good.
If he gets around that one, he's got two good ones. Great leading.
Terrific bowls.
Little touch too.
He's led well.
Well, this is the Robbie Mitchell I know from years ago. Not saying he's an old bugger or anything like that. Just know what he's capable of. Another number on that Metro West Geelong.
Well, Nelson's shaking his head. So
3 to go on there.
I think it was 3. Yeah.
Morning, Glenn. Welcome. Ian's coming down here. We'll add.
Yeah, they're building a nice head.
Is it ready to attack yet?
He's looking at it.
Yes. Very good.
It looks inviting on the camera. Play a bit of weight on the backhand through the hole. Some of the bowls out of the jack. He hasn't played it though.
Let's find that just arriving.
We're setting it up to play weight.
Yep. Question here from Sean Cadoff, one of our good viewers at home. What is the history of snorkel in the game?
The history of me.
Yeah. How long have you been playing for?
I've been playing 23 pennant seasons, I think I played. So I've been around a while.
How old are you, if I don't mind me
I'm
asking?
38.
38.
Another
23.
shot coming in here.
Great bowls.
Yeah, about 15 I started.
Yeah, nice. Where was your first club?
Altona. I spent 10 years at Altona.
That's right.
And during a good period of Altona's, we won some flags and things. So moved on to Yarraville Footscray. Had 8 years at Yarraville Footscray and now 5 at Deer Park.
And then the history of the nickname itself.
John Hurst, if everyone knows John Hurst from Altona, he gave me that nickname. I'm not much of a drinker, but it's a bit of a fun sort of a drinking thing. But so it's probably more ironic than anything else, JT.
Some nicknames are ironic.
Well, I think the best ones.
Yeah, he's got. Surely they're going to play weight here.
It's pretty tight though. Like there's not. They've got those shot bowls, and then there's.
Yeah, very hard to draw shot at the same time.
Yeah. It's sort of how you do a number. They're playing that control weight on that backhand. That sort of. It's turning a lot for the pace. Oh, that's tightened.
That's worse.
Right up. He's sort of. I guess he's. There is an option to draw, but I think this is where you'd like that big cannon, the big weight. If you had
I like the idea of the forehand. I mean,
yeah,
you get the widest one, and at least you one out. You got chances if you get to the two whites.
definitely think forehand weight. You clear something out.
Robbie's looking for a bit of coverage.
He's kind of
It's not bad. Probably would. I think they wanted it a bit wider just in case, but
Yeah.
it's still.
probably might have liked backist in that sort of back right pocket from the camera angle. Just got to back himself in and rumble up, change it. It's a big moment in the game. In the area.
Yeah, and he's playing it where it's going to give a bit.
It's not
Oh.
going to... Well, that's very stiff. That was the weight he needed to play. It's very unlucky.
It's just to him where you got to hug the line a little bit more. Morning, Joyce. Joining us from Port Macquarie. As Robbie Mitchell comes down here. Call was drop a foot and you're in the count.
He has.
Well,
Oh, it doesn't make it any easier.
no.
You could get the edge of that white ball and still get sort of only one out too, so...
Be a brave man to dead nut it on the backhand.
That would be a special shot. It's available. You could also draw on the forehand, get to the wide black, and you might get third. Well, backhand. This would be special.
Backing himself.
I like it. I like the confidence.
Don't look far away. I'll
tell
give you the tip.
It's got to get just steady down. What an effort that is. Hasn't helped at all, unfortunately. Drawn around that back.
That's what I say. It's just such a hard shot. You play good bowl. That's a good bowl. He's 18 inches overweight. And he's still full down. Morning, Adrian. We will give you some scores once this end concludes. We can give you the scores from this green. There's no, and we'll give you the Queenscliff pairing score when we do that.
Ian can't really make it any easier for the Essendon boys unless he touches the jack. He's going to come across onto the line. So Nothing's changed, but he's changed his shot.
I think he realised how hard that shot was.
Even if you get a, one out, if you drop a 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it means you're only 2 behind.
Just minimise it a little bit, because they've worked hard to build this lead. No. He's out on the backhand again, and similar result. It's a very hard shot.
I forgot to update the score off the last thing.
I just realised when I looked across when I said they built that lead and they're only one in front on the screen.
and as I wrote it, Graham Clements, the legend Graham Clements picked up on it too, so yeah.
Wasn't correct. But they're going to give him a few back here. Just needs to settle. And it has. That's be 5.
5 it is. So they've hit the front again. Robbie Mitchell and Ian Brimblecombe from the Ovens and Murray. It's now 9 ends.
Just never set up well for the Essendon boys, that head. They never really had any good angles at it.
Rightio, score update. Sandbelt 4, Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 3 after 7. West Coast 6, Strzelecki 12 after 8. Gippsland 15, Wimmera 3 after 8. The ITO and Summerall standing in front of my Geelong Metro West scoreboard at the moment, so I can't give you that one. That's the one that Adrian Marston was chasing. Give me a second. Geelong 15-11 up after 10. That's the Geelong guy just drew a shot, I reckon.
Yep.
Well, got shot. Probably is the correct terminology.
Good Leeds bowl there.
And Goulburn Murray have hit the front next door against Ballarat Highlands. They're 6-5 up after 7.
It's a good reply here. He's done well. It's a good set. It's a good pair. He's leading well. Just needs to hang around. Just pinched his line of fraction. It's not wasted there though. Played nice line of feel. It's down to the jack. It's very good. Sets the head up well for them. We're looking to change it pretty quickly. Give yourself a chance. Learn the bowl, trail the jack. Pass if you miss. Played it well. Inside of the bowl, flop. Excellent bowl. Covers the jack. Terrific bowl. Good to hear from Ian as well. Just slips through.
Yeah. Michael's tossed it out there.
Yeah, he's well out there. Played a cracker with his first.
That's where that bowl comes from. It's a bloody good hand, that one.
Yeah, he's turning in nice. Just passes that Brilliant, yeah.
What a shot.
That's a great shot. He's played 2 hoppers there. After dropping a number on the last end, he's got on the mat and played 2 great bowls. Just trying to arrive. Contact on the front green, pops the jack.
It's probably just a bit wide for that speed.
Just turn
Yeah,
that
he's probably a
across.
bit stiff in terms of turning that in, and
Yeah, it
makes it less inviting.
might invite more weight.
Is the ideal set the inside of the black? Yeah, just stay off the front.
If you don't want to make the head any fatter, which I think this is a good move, Snorkel, and you get, you know, yard past here somewhere, a bit of protection.
Yeah, I think so. You get back to that black ball I was talking about, but he's pinched the line.
Now it turns.
I know how he feels.
Well, I was talking about not making it any. Yeah.
But it's exactly what happened yesterday. It's a real iffy hand that sometimes it turns and sometimes it doesn't, and that's once you start second guessing yourself, makes life tricky.
It's unfortunate. He played a good bowl. He played good weight to get back to that black ball.
Yep.
It just ripped on him.
I thought there'd be more weight from Robbie here, but he's obviously still just trying to get here and give it a chance.
He's played that controlled weight. He's very
not,
close for
he
the
looks
split.
close.
You get the jack off that bowl. Well, that's unfortunate. It's tightened the head right up. Two unlucky
He
breaks
looked
in a
over and
row.
give us a right look then. Stiff. I don't think he could have played it any better.
Well, if you play bigger, you don't get that result.
No.
He played control weight, and that was probably the worst thing that could have happened. But, you know, the Essendon boys were stiff to get in that spot in the first place. He's put this one nice and high.
Yeah. No chance of it ducking across.
No danger. They're holding the 2 or 3. 1 bowl target now. 1 bowl and half a jack.
Good morning, Matthew. Glad you're joining us.
Getting lucky. Ian's close here. He misses the front one. That's a good bowl. Well, he played that with minimum weight.
Great bowl.
Minimum weight on that hand to stay. That's a ripper.
Yeah, I agree, Matty. It's been a pleasure having Snorkel on the mic this morning, giving us some really good insight. Forehand now, you reckon, just to try and turn the wide over. A little bit of jack movement either way doesn't do him any harm.
I think so. I'm not sure he's got the shot. He's looking to pop the jack between the 2 greens.
I feel like he's down, but I don't know that for certain.
The only problem with this, if he does pop the jack out between the 2 greens, it is available for in. To sink it, it's a
look at
mighty
that
effort.
go.
Jeez, that's ripped. Couldn't have played that much
2
better.
yards out, it looked like it was actually getting to the white, didn't it?
Couldn't have played that much better. This might be one where if Ian feels he's holding, he might not go near it. They don't seem sure of it. As a skipper, you're always getting on the mat going, well, if you're holding, well, how can I make it better?
Yeah.
Or how, you know, what could make it better for your opposition as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's sometimes you've got to be defensive, and go, right, well, where's the danger? Where am I not going to give them another option? And sometimes you go, right, where can I do something to really put the nail in the coffin too, you know, and it depends on the circumstance and the way the head's set up.
He's played pretty. He must try to land the wide onto the green. He must. I think he's down if he's played that shot.
Correct.
I don't think there's a stack of danger now. He plays that same shot. Jack movement's okay. Just don't want to be a bowl tight and pop the wide on the green, and that's probably what he's worried about.
Might just get back to the dead draw and play that high line and just hope you get down to it.
Yeah. Wouldn't change a lot from his last. If he plays the similar sort of bowl and he doesn't get that same rip, then he'll be in the area. It's an end you really want to score, though. After dropping the number on the last end, if you can score straight away, you're straight away back in the game.
He's played a good line.
He has.
He's just a fraction quick.
That's all it was. Only a fraction if it is.
Jeez.
What an attempt.
Measures coming out.
Get the calipers out, I think.
Give you a score update across the green as we're doing this. Sandbelt 7 playing BCG 3 after 9. Strzelecki 12 leading West Coast 6 after 8. We have a blowout one of the games. Gippsland 22 playing Wimmera 3 after 10. Geelong 16, Metro West 11 after 11. So 1 to Ryan Kearns and Michael Stevenson from Northern Gateway.
Yeah, well, we felt that was the case, the way they played the head. So
back to 11-10. We've played 10 ends. And the final score, just trying to get you an update, 6-all between Ballarat Highlands and Golden Murray after 8 ends.
Matty Flapper reckons the Queenscliff boys are a big chance.
Well, I personally don't know much about them. First time I've seen them, but they've played extremely well from where we've been sitting this morning, snorkeled.
Yeah, they have, absolutely.
And it's now 17-11 after 12 in that game against Metro West.
Yeah, they're going to need a drastic change, the Metro West boys, if they're going to get that rink, get that up. Probably playing too good, Queenscliff. We've got a really good game here, 11-10 on 10 ends.
Yeah, it's anybody's game in this game so far.
Come down to moments. I think it'll just come down to one end. We've seen a couple of numbers. As you get later on, those numbers become more important. They're harder to peg back if you do get out in front.
Good morning, Vern. No, I don't have a score for the Morning Peninsula game. That is one of the games that is being played out in the background, so I can't check it. But we do have a live score out there, so if you get onto the Bowls Link app, check out you can check out the live scoring. Started there from Robbie. Men's pairs. I'm trying to find that score for you, Vern. Currently, the scorecard is saying that's involving the Murray Mallee guys, a couple of teammates of mine from up my way, Isaiah Bettis and Glenn Scott. leading 10-7 over Steve Garcia and John Curtin in that game. It's probably Michael's loosest bowl for a while too, hey?
Yep.
He's been pretty solid.
Chance for Ian to put a little bit of pressure on here if he gets one close.
Yep. It was the Northern Gateway boys who opted to go this length too and put the jack in this position, so...
Well, that's those risks we were talking about before, like 10 ends in, you sort of... It can backfire on you.
Well, it's probably the furthest the jack's been down the line. It's basically on the tee. And
Yeah.
It's the first time it's been there all day.
Not sure whether it was intentional or not, but
It's probably good speed, that one,
Yeah.
Michael. Just a bit narrow.
no one's really jumped straight on it yet, but it'll make it hard, the first person who gets on it. Ian looks alright here. Just going to hurry to the jack. It's a good bowl.
Looking for Ryan to... He's going to try and play his forehand, get one a bit close here.
Track is different. It's definitely harder to find the line on this hand.
Play good speed though, it should get down.
It's a good attempt.
Might have cut one. Yeah, should have cut one out. Back to one down.
Tony McCaldy on the comments. I work with Tony. So he's clearly not doing work. He's supposed to be covering my job while I'm here, but he's not. He's watching bowls.
I'm sure he's like most people these days, Snorkel. 2 or 3 screens going on, and you know, one of them is attributed to a sporting game of some sort while you're working.
He struggles with one screen, to be fair.
Yeah, good call there. They wasn't far away with the first. He plays something similar, gets his own flops in, he's close. The only other option is maybe going early with a weighted one and
I think
splitting
he's
something
just
open.
switching hands. Going to get on the draw, is he? On the backhand.
Be interesting to see how often these 2 Scottish lads have actually played on a real quick tiffy. Snorkel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they would have got a quick one at Essendon. No digs at Essendon at all. But
Even that's not the worst spot. It gives him chances.
yeah, I feel like it's hard to draw the shot. I think I'd attack that.
Yeah, I think I'd be with you. I think there's chances you can get bowls out.
They are a couple
can
down
use
at the
your
back,
own.
but they're already a couple down, I think.
Morning DTI. Yeah, the Crescent guys are 6-all next door.
It's a very tight game, that one.
Yeah, they got a little start and the Gold Murray boys bounced back. Yep, this is the biggest weight we've seen. He doesn't like it out of the hand.
That
He's
is,
pulled
yeah.
it. Can happen sometimes, as you know, Snorkel. You go that extra weight. And
Yeah,
you
well, you're
pull
right.
Your hand.
He hasn't played that weight. I've seen him a couple of times, and I don't think I've seen him play that quick before, so it might not be his natural shot. But I think that's the weight you have to play. This now makes it a bit...
No.
It's a very good bowl. That's probably...
Probably just one turn on mine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed his shot. I think
Yeah.
he feels he's probably 3 down now, but to swap over and draw and turn that ball once, it's a very
tough
hard
gig.
shot.
I think at least if you give yourself a yard of weight, you're half a sniff at landing something. I know there's probably still holes there still, but as you said, Snorkel, after playing that quick one, to get back just to turn it once is a very tough shot. They don't want to drop a 3 now at this stage of the match.
Like, yeah, to turn that ball once, it's very hard.
Or do you just go again?
I think you go again.
Take the punt?
I think so.
You get one, you're a chance of getting 2. There's a hole there that you can get through to the jack. You don't have the back stuff, but you're a chance of going back with it. You could screw off their own wide bowl if they happen to be that 2 bowls wide and screw it onto the jack.
I think weight is the percentages. We haven't really seen that pretty shot today. That nice little...
I think this green, based off the last couple of days, is a draw and drive
Yeah.
green. Yep.
It's probably that pace where it is. Maybe if it was a second slower, it might open up
Yep.
more options for shots, but it's probably is a draw drive. But it looks like he's going to... playing a little bit of weight, I think. Yeah, he's more controlled. He's played more his weight.
It's hanging though. Barbara, no, the wind isn't as strong as it sounds through the mic. It's quite pleasant, isn't it, Snorkel?
It is, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful morning. Not a cloud in the sky here. Trees aren't really moving.
Big end here for the Ovens and Murray guys.
Yeah, he's got a chance to add.
2 or 3 here already. Chance to add.
It's a big moment in the game.
Looks close-ish.
Yeah, he's getting
Should get
down.
down, surely.
It's a good bowl. That's a great ad.
Good reply. I've taken 2 out. I didn't even think that one was in the count, the one they went to then. 4.
Yeah.
Score is now 15-10. We've played 11.
They've got to do a lot right now. The Gateway boys
Yes.
can't really afford to drop, well, certainly no numbers, but they probably need to win at least 3 of the 4 ends.
So we are just got notification. We're going to do another men's pairs match next, and then we will be doing a women's champion match after that, the 3rd time slot today.
Getting 3 games in today.
Yeah, every now and then you get a couple clashes, Snorkel, and so there's a situation where we're going to have to play a 3rd game today.
It's good for the viewers.
Yep.
A good start there too.
Score update across the green. Sandbelt 7, Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 4 after 10, Strzelecki 14 playing West Coast 6 after 10, Gippsland 25 playing Wimmera at 3 after 12.
Metro West Geelong is
17-12,
17-12 Geelong's way.
Yeah, that's 13 ends, isn't it?
Yep.
So there's 2 up and back.
They're motoring there.
Yeah, they are getting through it. And Ballarat Highlands, Golden Murray are 6 all still.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if they had a dead end or it hasn't been updated, but
Sometimes they only update it every second end too.
they seem to be quite a bit behind the others. Nice start again. He's trying to get down.
It's coming now.
Yeah, he's got good weight. I think. Yep. That's a good start from both boys. Just missed the line of fraction and
Yep.
it's ripped with good weight.
It's wide for that hand.
Yeah.
Quick too.
He's quick on the map, but that was extra quick. He just seemed to jump on. It's not about home though. It's a good bowl there. Very good. Maddie Flapper's got a shout out for Alana Flapper. I think it's her 20th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Lina. She was on the stream earlier. I did see her name pop up. Advantage Ovens and Murray at this stage. Scoreline and this head.
He's got a little bit of weight, I think. It's going to end up in a good spot.
Yeah.
Probably not the way he drew it up, but we just need a good bowl here from the Gateway boys. We need a trail. We need something to sort of get him.
Even getting to the shot bowl and hanging around and making 1 or 2 that way. Get to their own.
He gets the edge of that, he'll probably get it in. They got chances jack down the line. I don't mind that weight.
Yep.
They just need to get one of them, get their confidence going again. Play good weight.
Yeah, just try and tighten up a fraction.
He's calling that jack movement down the line, so similar weight. Jack down the line.
This is what tends to happen.
It's so easy to do it.
People probably at home going, poor execution, but it's literally there is a line there, I reckon, where it just does get away on you if it goes under.
Those in-between shots have been hard to play. haven't really seen a lot of jack movement with good weight.
No.
It's been all drawn.
Yep.
All the numbers have been drawn. And the heads have tightened up. But they're going to need something here.
As Robbie stands right in front of the screen.
It's a cover ball there from Ian. He's got Backist. Just forces and...
It was good promotion of the Evans and Murray shirt though then.
It was. Right in the centre.
Give you a score update in a second, Jamie, once this end concludes. So Michael's switched the forehand, playing the more consistent hand in terms of turnage. Just got to play it well.
Might hang around.
Well, they might be 3 down now,
Yeah,
if not more.
it's a danger with playing that weight is if you don't get it, you're not really building ahead.
That yard-on shot around the corner is, which is what they want, is very,
It's
very
just,
tricky.
it's there. It looks so inviting. It's
Yeah.
like trail the jack 2-3 feet.
Yep.
4 or 5. But to play, you nearly have to play draw weight with a foot and touch the jack and it'll go 2 feet sort of a thing. You try and actually play for it. The jack, even if you get it, the jack's going to go with that sort of weight 2-3 metres.
Score update while they're having a bit of deliberation. 7-5 in favour of Sandbelt over Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields after 11. Very tight game, that one. It's 12 scored and 11 ends. Singles galore. The next game, once a player moves, I'll be able to give you an update. Excuse me. Shisleki 14, West Coast 6 after 10. Gippsland 25 playing Remuera 4. I'm not even sure why they're continuing to play at this stage because it's mathematically impossible. Anyway, that's just Geelong 17, Metro West 14, and they are playing the last end, so that's very nip and tuck.
Metro West are holding on the head.
Yeah, that's Nelson Ball to shoot the shot then. And, well, yeah, Ballard Highlands and Gold Murray, there no one wants to update the scoreboard for us. I was waiting for that comment, Sean.
This is a big ball for the game.
Yep. He's definitely higher. Can't see because of Robbie. I thought it was getting down close.
He landed the ball for shot.
Great bowl. Took the punt.
He needed to score. That's what he needed to do. Played weight that he'd hang around if he missed the jack, so he got the ball. He missed that, it's nearly game, so it was a good pressure ball.
For the difference, we've got 3 to play. Still in the game.
This is the time you might see a tactical change.
Well, no one's played really short yet.
No.
I would love them to do that just for the sake of seeing how things are going.
I think 4 down, 3 to play. I think now's your opportunity, but it's going to be that 3/4-ish length that we've seen. It's probably slightly shorter. The mat's up further than I thought.
Wayne, yeah, I wouldn't mind that little remote control where you'd hit the button and get someone out of the way, whether it's a cow prodder, something along those lines.
Needs a good start here.
Looks close.
Hurry to the line. He's good. Terrific start.
Just keeping an eye on that Metro West Geelong last end here too. We are. I'm just peering out there. Metro West guys need 3 to draw. Definitely holding 1.
Looks like Nelson looking at a chance to sit the bowl for 3, perhaps.
Robbie Mitchell, good reply though. Fantastic reply.
Excellent start. Need to add sort of 18 inches. Get to the jacks at the bowl.
Ryan needs another one in here roundabouts. Give
He's
him
in the
chances.
area.
He's looking good.
He's played 2 good bowls. That's good. Nelson Ball had sat that bowl we talked about. Could be
2 for sure.
definitely 2. Could be 3. Could be 4.
Could be 3 is the call. I don't know which of the Lawrence boys is the skipper and leader, but he's playing his first bowl.
This is
Just looking to arrive.
the skip, his first bowl.
Oh, that's changed ahead. It's 2, is it? Cause that,
They're all Gary's.
Are they all Gary's? Because the one of the
2.
Queensland
No.
guys has got a very similar bowl.
No, there's 2. It looks make 1 to measure to Metro West, perhaps.
Yeah. So Nelson's a chance of holding a draw with a lot of room on that rink. As Michael Stevenson comes down there. Good weight. It's probably the shot they want. Sit the bowl, turn the jack around the
It's
corner.
a good home.
Robbie.
Good shot here. In Brimblecombe.
Brilliant shot in
He's
Brimblecombe.
closed that head right down.
Yeah.
Probably has to switch out on the forehand. Get off that wide ball. Get the
Alright.
jack back.
Nelson Bowles' ball is playing his last bowl here. It's drawing.
Well, if he's not trying to kill it, he must be trying for the tie.
Yeah.
He must think they've got 2. So that's in.
That's 3. So
There is 1 ball to come on that
Alright.
Geelong Metro West rink.
Matty Flapper's given us the insight. It's Luke the skipper, Luke Lawrence. He's probably got 2 feet to draw a shot, but he's got 2 yards to draw a third shot, which is all he needs.
He looks quick. No.
Still might be good enough, I reckon,
He
for
was
third shot.
probably 2 metres through, and it's probably going to be third shot. So it looks like the Geelong boys are going to get up by 1
Yep.
over Metro West. And on our head here, we've seen a change.
Yeah, Michael Stevenson played a great bowl. And Ian Brimblecombe wasn't far again with his next.
So this is setting up all right for Northern Gateway.
Yeah. Look, 2 would be good because it leaves you 2 beyond 2 to play. That's reasonably gettable. I think if they lose the end, it's starting to get a little tricky.
Well, you got to get a number if you lose the end.
So we have 2 completed games on this green so far. Geelong Bowls region defeated Metro West 17-16 in the pairs, men's pairs. Ryan Kearns comes down. Probably going to add another one here.
Gets to his own bowl. It's very good.
And the other one was Gippsland 25, Wimmera 4. Robbie Mitchell speed's not too bad. He's just on that
Trying to rip late.
high line.
It's a great effort.
Still 3. I think Ryan wouldn't play much different, would he? Play to his own again?
So. You play that tighter line, you get to your own. Even if you get to the white tight, there's plenty of chances. You don't want to be out to the black. It's on the running surface. Any contact, it probably turns it in for second shot. They may be looking to cover, though, by their body language. So they're holding 3. Gets them into the game.
If they could hang on to that, yeah. It's just say you don't want to fatten the head. Make it easier for Ian or Rob.
Just a hard hand with weight. You wouldn't want it to rip again and change it. He's well out there. Just needs to settle.
Yeah.
Might have too much on it. Oh, it's fallen back off the plinth.
There is a little edge on the ditches.
It definitely took a little bump. It ended up in a really good home.
If you're quick, you'll go in, but if you're just slowing at the right time, it will definitely stop.
Taking nice grass.
It's not coming down.
It gets down to his own. Yep. That's second, I reckon. Yep. Ian indicates 1 down, so he played terrific weight and he got out to that black bowl, which was on the run, which you talked about. So it's going to force them into sitting the bowl now. We're trying to arrive onto that bowl. Jack movement is okay for them. Just not getting down with that weight.
If Ian misses here, do they play quicker for the 2 bowls?
Well,
Take the punt.
They do have
They've got the back.
Yeah,
there.
they do.
Ian hasn't got a bad line here.
He's
He's got a
close.
line to the shot bowl.
He's close to sitting the shot bowl.
Great bowl.
That's a terrific bowl. There's holes galore now.
I think you nearly got to go to the punt on the jack here.
Forces him into bare jack, or they don't really have a grouping now to sort of trail to. You can't get all 3.
I can't see what Glenn Scott's rink's doing at the moment. He's out in the back green, so not within my vision. I'll just go to the live scoring of that game. See if we can get a scorecard for you. Looks like they are 15-8 up after 11 ends. And the other men's pairs game out in that back green.
He's searching for it.
Very close for Jack.
He's got the jack.
Oh,
no. It's gone back exactly where it was. It's still 3.
Wowee.
He gave it every chance. That's so... It misses the bowls, it kills. Guts is at 2s, and there's probably 3 in the ditch.
I saw Ian pull the score out, obviously getting a gauge of where they're at, but
He'd nearly be happy with the 3.
it would be. But to me, there's no danger if you play a high line. You play good weight and play a high line.
Yeah, if you get to the white green bowl, you nearly get in.
Yep.
With good weight. It's all about playing good weight. You just can't be tight or
tight with 2 feet of weight.
Yeah. But players at this level, they back themselves in to play good weight, and he has played good weight all game, really.
Doesn't look too far away, to be
he's
honest.
awful close. It's another great ad. He's added a couple of times into tight heads when they've been holding.
4.
So that's going to make it very difficult now for the gateway.
Their last 3 scoring ends have been 5, 4, and 4. And that's the difference in the game. So it's 8 the difference with 2 to play.
Early they turned a head that looked good for Gateway. They turned it around.
It did. You're right. It looked really good for the Gateway early, and they managed to get a number out of it. This could be our last end.
Yep, well, unless Gateway score, it will be. Which it doesn't feel like an 8-shot game.
No, it's definitely been closer in the schemes of things, but
those three numbers you talked about. He's let him in here. It's going to help.
yeah, to get 8 and 2 ends, you need probably a lot of luck going for you, to be honest.
You just want to give yourself a chance. You want to try and group some bowls if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Played a nicer line here.
Yeah, good bowl, Ryan. Well, there's 2 of the 8 they need.
There's 2.
Not sure it'll stay this way.
It seems to be how the numbers have happened though. The jack sort of hasn't moved a lot and it's all been drawn, so.
Score update across the green. Sandbelt 9 versus Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields 5 after 12 ends. Strzelecki 15, West Coast 7 after 7 as Ian just slides past the second shot. And Goulburn Murray 8, Ballarat Highlands 6 after 10. And 2 games have been completed on this green. Geelong defeated Metro West 17-15 and Gippsland defeated Wimmera 25-4. There's Michael added another one in there. And is Ian hanging around long enough?
Don't
No.
think so.
So chances here.
Yep, he's on that nice line. It's all about the weight now. He's going to get down to the jack nearly. That's good.
Good bowls.
That's good. They're all in the game there.
I'd still say the quality of Robbie Mitchell and Ian Brimblecombe with 4 bowls to come are going to do something about that.
You would think so. Across the game, they've been pretty consistent. They've been managed to draw good bowls when they've had to. They've probably had the better groupings. Definitely a better track. He's played a good shot. Just sneaks in past the jack behind.
Probably puts it in a really bad spot if you're a Northern Gateway supporter right now.
That side of the jack was optimum.
The way that hand's hooking though, you can sort of
you can get back to
it,
back
get
of
to
the jack.
bits, yeah.
Back of the bowl, back of the jack sort of a thing. He's on a
coming.
good track.
Yeah, all on the speed now.
He's getting down to the bowl, I think. Gets it
Yeah,
past the
what a
green. That's a
shot.
huge shot. Terrific. Got it straight away too. Got it with the first bowl.
See how good Robbie's reply is here.
See if Robbie can double the dose. Do it again. It's a fraction higher. Good effort. His weight was super.
What are they holding? 4. 2, 3, 4. Could be 5.
Could be 5. The angle's a bit deceptive with the back green. Definitely probably 4. We can't see the head live. Sticks another one in here.
I mean, ideally, a front knocker would be all time.
When is it not ideal? Big holes though.
That's the good part about it from a gateway perspective.
Played good line. A little bit of jack.
I was going to say maybe leave the jack.
Oh,
He's a bit stiff. He didn't get that touch. He's probably going to land the black bowl.
yeah.
And still count nearly. If he gets too much of jack, he puts it into that group where it might be more of a funnel for them
Yep.
to attack. I think you'd rather leave it where it is at the moment.
I think he'd
And
back himself to draw it in.
I think he will, but you'd still probably rather it be where it is and hope he misses potentially.
We just need one good ball to close the game out, really. Ovens and Murray. He's on the tight line.
Yeah. And the weight doesn't seem.
I don't think he's there.
Robbie just moves in front of the camera again. He's good at that.
It's not there. There's a big chance here. This is a huge chance now.
I think the high line's the most important part. Get your weight right, obviously. Well, the line's good.
Yep, got the high line. He sort of only needs to beat that wide black bowl to get in, I think. He's going to get... It's
It's got to nearly be counting.
very close to if it's not in.
Could be 6 at the moment.
He's wasted no time in on the mat. No time at all.
Definitely a wider line.
And more weight, I feel. But he's got to hang around. Gets to that green and... Well, we're not sure.
We think they might have a few still. One. He might have cut a couple out, but I think what they were indicating, if Jack moves
Any, like, sort
60
of...
inches,
Yeah.
roughly, at the most, it'd probably nearly get them all back. Still reckon it's 1, 2, 3. 3 minimum they got.
Got to count. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Jack movement secondary. He's going to chew down from there. It's all about the weight now. He's chewing down
Oh, wow.
and touches the jack.
Oh, that,
What a
you
shot.
couldn't have done that any better.
Exactly what you talked about.
Shot of the day.
4 to 6 inches jack movement. We haven't seen it all the time. The whole game we haven't been able to play that shot. He's played a ripper. See what it is.
Ian, how many? 7.
What a shot that was.
Wow, we.
And again, it was all drawn.
Have we got a nail biter again?
That-
I'm not going to lie, I didn't think we were going to get it after the end before. But it is one the difference.
What a terrific end they played. The Gateway boys. And the last bowl. A little touch probably brought through another 3 in. Probably was 4 maybe before that.
Yeah. Well, we might ask him after the game, regardless of when they lose, how many it was before that
He'd
last
probably
bowl.
say it was 1.
I just made it 6 more.
Got a grandstand finish now. They'll have all the momentum.
Yeah.
Ovens and Murray probably feel like they had it won.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now it's back on.
Good catalyst of how well you're going is how well you regroup in these moments.
Seeing that same length we've seen.
first one on is huge.
Absolutely.
Bit quick with his first ride.
His track's very good there.
Yep. Won't be unhappy with that startup.
No. Just needs to hurry a little.
No one's capitalised yet.
Not there. Just back it off 4 feet or so. This line's great. He says he's got less weight. He wants it to hurry. I think his weight's pretty good.
Looks good to me.
He's got right on the line, probably a foot, 8 inches short of the jack.
I don't think Robbie's there.
No. First on now is huge. If you can plonk one on the jack now,
Absolutely.
it makes it very hard.
I'd still back myself to play the high side, the backhand for Michael.
If you play the right weight, you will rip around
It'll
it.
get down there, no
Yep.
problems at all.
They haven't really nailed it on the ditch side, so it's just quick. He found that nice high line. Just about got back to the line. Ian's found the nice line too.
He's just a fraction quick.
Could be good enough.
Close.
Wonder Gateway's the call. If you can split those 2 bowls, he'll be right on the jack. Needs it to chew down. His weight's better.
Much better weight. I thought that was getting down better, to be honest.
He's probably turned that in for shot.
Their reaction says they did.
Still plenty of room though. Measure. First on here.
First reaction that Ian has played better weight.
Yep. He looks close. Didn't quite get down as much as I thought.
Still flopped in though. I'd argue that's got to be shot.
Could be. It'll give him a good look from the mat though. You know, if you beat that bowl, you're the shot. So it probably looks better from the eye from the mat now, if you're the Gateway boys.
It's looking all right speed-wise. Just getting down now. It's got to get down. Oh.
Just on the high side.
Score update across the green. Nothing's changed much on the Sandbelt Northern Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields scoreboard, saying 9-5 on 12 there. Hang on, but we have had an end completed, so we might get an update. Shisleki is 7 in front over West Coast with an end to play. Great bowl, Robbie Mitchell.
Good job from Robbie.
So it's 10-6 in favour of Sandbelt over Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields with 1 end to play. And Gold Murray's 8 over Ballarat Highlands 7 after 11. They are dragging the chain, that rink.
They are. It's a tight game. Taking his time with this one.
Doesn't have to change a lot from his last.
No, he doesn't. He's tighter. He's played the tight line. I like it.
It's just got to get down now. It's just got to get down.
Oh. Great effort.
Would be second, I reckoned.
I guess if it came down to it, you might see that black ball. You might be able to get them both, the black ball and the white ball on the line.
Yeah.
If you had to. I'm sure he's going to back himself to draw it.
Robbie doesn't look
It's a little bit
he's
higher
quick.
and quicker. It's not going to hurt though.
It takes a bit of danger away with the...
Just splits those two at the back up. There's another bowl just past the camera. I think they're looking at the weighted shot.
Depends on what you're looking for. If you're going for the win here, that's potentially what you're going to do. But if you're looking to maybe just get the 1 and force the extra end, you'd probably still, with the better space you got there, could back yourself to draw it still.
The way he's been drawing that last end, I'd back him to draw 2 in there. I could save the weighted shot for the last one if you needed to.
Yeah.
Draw it with your first.
Playing backhand. It's looking all right.
He's awfully close here.
It's looking all right.
I think he's drawn the shot.
Oh. Wow.
It's good enough. That's the shot.
Looked a better bowl in terms of... I thought it was going to finish 3 or 4 inches away. No one's really indicated.
No.
But we're assuming it's 1 to the Northern Gateway pair at this stage. Ian looks tight.
Yep. Oh, if he gets under that with the weight though, he could slide off this front one.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely 1 to Evans and Murray. Do they look for the bowl?
I think so.
by
You have a chance to get both.
Did he not bring that other bowl up of Northern Gateways in that getting shot to make it maybe 2
he's laying
seconds
it
as well?
flat. Not sure whether it beats the back black one.
At least if you get the one out,
You got to be weight at it. Your chance to kill it off the white too. If you don't get it clean,
you could get it under the black one as well.
They're looking at other angles, but your primary objective is to get the bowl out.
Rightio, here he goes.
It's wide.
Oh, wow. And that is the game to Robbie Mitchell and Ian Brimblecombe. They get 1 shot, at least, And they are the winners of this round of 16 state pairs match.
Good game of bowls. They made a game of it. The Gateway boys got the 7 on the second last end. Gave himself every chance.
We'll just give you one final score update across the green before we conclude this morning's session. Sandbelt 10 leading Bendigo Campaspe Goldfield 6 after 14 ends. The Shresleki team was 7 up playing the last end on their game against West Coast, so I don't think they're dropping 7 at that stage. Gippsland defeated Wimmera 25-4. Geelong defeated Metro West 17-16. And Ballarat Highlands is currently level with Golden Murray 8-all after 12. So stay tuned. Come back after lunch. We'll have another game in the afternoon session. Thank you, Snorkel. James Pearce for joining me this morning. It was fantastic to have your insight in the game.
Thanks, buddy.
And I'm sure we'll have you back on soon. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.